Back-to-back carries. He's off to the races
Mike.
again. Can he repeat?
Rose fumbles it, and Baltimore's going to run this back. You cannot be serious.
He's going to take another deep shot. Diving catch, Mason Kirby. What? That's deflected away.
Oh! Hey! What a catch!
Stepping back, and he's nearly broke down, but it's intercepted. The run for the first down away.
Vincent is on his way.
Oh my goodness, it's an embarrassment of riches.
Makes more, and he is to the house. An unreal play.
Oh, he got it.
Baltimore walks it off.
And welcome to Sim Football Pregame, and welcome back, Mike St. Green, back on the SFL. It's great to have you back, man. How was vacation?
Hey, Cam, had a great time. I am the walking definition right now, Cam, of hours off the ship. I've only been back at the Palatial MSG studios for maybe an hour and a half, rushing to get back here for another great Saturday of SFL football.
Oh, man, it's going to be terrific, and we've got 11 of the 24 teams at 3-3 coming into the week. Don't have a lot of teams over 500. Don't have a lot of teams on long winning streaks. One team that is hot we'll see later in action today on NXT. But for now, we've got an interesting rivalry, Queen City and Arizona. Lots of history between these two teams, even though they're on opposite coasts, Mike. And Arizona has not forgotten that convention loss last season with the field goal at the buzzer. Sioux Falls, D.C., Fort Worth, Vancouver, and bonus coverage today, L.A. Lone Star later. But Queen City, after a couple of close losses, desperate for a win here against Arizona.
Yeah, desperate for a win, Cam. As I close my eyes and throw a dart at that SFL dartboard, it's a 3-3 team playing somewhere today, Cam. But yeah, Arizona 3-3, Queen City coming in at 2-4. Queen City's offense, a lot of people may think they're struggling, but I think Queen City's playing the type of Queen City football that they like to play. What's happening with Queen City, the defense has really let them down. They've given up 190 points on the season thus far. I think that's the fourth most in the league right now. Arizona, they've been struggling really on offense, trying to finally get things turned around. They have been looking a little better as of late, so this should be a great matchup. As you mentioned, players on each team have both spent time on each in each franchise, so it should be an interesting matchup here today. And Cam, I have one bone to pick about me being absent last week. Brett Killian, first of all, he did a great job of filling in, but you didn't have to replace me with one of the most gorgeous men in SFL. I mean, the guy, I'm almost embarrassed to be back here today. The guy, great looking young guy, and they bring back this old guy with fat gut.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, we can't see that gut on the cutouts, but the beard is getting a little wider, Mike.
Yeah, it's getting a little salty. And yeah, you brought this guy in, gorgeous hair. I think he had a man bun going, and and the people have to see me this week, so I'm a little upset about that.
Well, he did have to remind you that he is ahead of you in the record books, but plenty of action. We'll actually see a little bit of Brett Killian later in the Vancouver-Fort Worth game, but Mike and I are here with you all afternoon long. Got a lot of fun. Ramos Lynn, Jack Brown, maybe we'll hear some Spanish on the next broadcast, on the call for Queen City and Arizona coming up next on Next Level Sports. This has been Sim Football Pregame, and we will be right back after this.
Next Level Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Phoenix, Arizona, the home of the Arizona Scorpions. It's the Week 8 SFL action between the Queen City Corsairs and the Arizona Scorpions. Alongside me in the booth is Jack Brown. I'm Ramos Lin, your play-by-play commentator. On the stats truck is going to be Justin Reside and King Rashid. SFL commish Cameron Irvine is our producer. And Jack, Week 8 already of the SFL. We have two great squads. The Queen City Corsairs are in a 2-game losing streak, but they lost only by 1 possession each against the very tough Baltimore Vultures and the DC Dragons. They're very tough though, and the Arizona Scorpions here made the playoffs last season. They're 3-3 right now, trying to make a push. How are you? What are your keys for this matchup?
I'm doing pretty well, Ramos, and yes, these two teams are in very different positions, but they're both very close to being in pretty much the same position. You know, Queen City, they lost 2 on the trot, but those are against two teams that have 1 loss combined between the two. For Queen City, the main key here is to get going early. They've had an issue throughout the entire season where they've just been slacking through the first 3 quarters. They pick it up in the last quarter. You know, as Peyton Manning said, whenever I hear a quarterback has a great comeback in the 4th quarter, I hear he played bad for 3 quarters and made it up in the last. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's the opposite. Keep doing what you're doing. They're riding high 2 games in a row. They're looking to make it 3 in a row. It'll be interesting to see what happens, Ramos.
You agree? Phoenix, Arizona, the only city in America, the only capital city in America with over 1 million people. And we have about 70,000 of them here in this stadium. The hand is up in the air, and the Arizona Scorpions are going to kick it off. We are underway. This one fielded from inside the end zone, past the 20, and to the about 22-yard line is Christopher Ochoa, one of the wide receivers. And we're going to quickly introduce you to the Queen City offense. AJ Caswell is the quarterback, Jet Zero and Chris Gomezak in the backfield. Doug Spelling, Deezer Powell, and Christopher Ochoa are the wide receivers. The tight ends are Hubba Kimbrell and James Matthew Jr. On the offensive line of note, Butch Menor, Odette Boudreau, and Robert Crone. As on 1st down and 10, we have 2 tight ends. AJ Caswell's going to throw the pass inside. It's almost intercepted by this Arizona Scorpion defense. We're going to introduce you to that defense. Dede Sachs and Mark Mello are the defensive ends. The defensive tackles are Alex Constantine and Hunter Norwood. Joey Tropicana, Sean Moore are the linebackers. Iverson Gamble, Parker Thomas, and Everett Garrison the corners. Safeties are Eddie Gage and Shawn Allen. A very, very good defense from the Arizona Scorpions, leading the way in a couple of categories. 4-4 defense here for the Scorpions. There's going to be a handoff to Jet Zero, going through the near side, and he's got about 6 yards to make it a manageable 3rd.
Yeah, not a bad run from Jet Zero. Was able to pick up a couple blocks. However, the defender was just able to shed it in time and dragged him down for a 6-yard gain when it probably would have been a 1st down.
Gonna be a manageable 3rd down and 4. Man-to-man coverage. Look for the slant route here with Matthew Jr. And there it is. James Matthew Jr. going for a pickup of about, call it 8 yards, moving the change, 1st down.
That's one of those plays, Ramos, where everyone's just going up one-on-one. It's basically a 50-50 coin flip as to whether you're going to get the 1st down. And in that case, they got it, and they're moving the chains.
Very tough to stop one of the best tight ends in football, like James Matthew Jr., one-on-one. Normally, you have to bracket cover him or just have some kind of zone in it. This is going to be a pass, a screen pass, going to... This is going to be the backup, actually, for minimal gain. That was Ann Bonnie. And she's got about a couple.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad play call to say. It just looked like Caswell looked out to that safety valve, simple halfback throw, which is pretty popular here in the SFL.
Another high formation here for the Queen City offense. It's going to be a handoff this time to Jet Zero. And he goes nowhere. It's going to be a 3rd and long.
Yeah, it looked like they were just trying to go for a just straight ground and pound, try and get as many yards as you can. Unfortunately, they didn't get many that time, and it's 3rd and long.
Third down and 8, 4 wide receiver set, and Jet Zero is in the backfield. They're going to throw the pass quick inside. It's going to be caught, but just for a pickup of about 5 yards, it's going to be 4th down, as Queen City will have to punt this one away. And the Arizona Scorpion defense, which you could say is a strong part of this team, makes a stop.
Yeah, Eddie Gage, the owner of this Arizona Scorpions, known for his defensive prowess. And that right there proved it more than anything. They absolutely swallowed up the Queen City passing attack. They're trying to go deep, had to go short, and now they're going to punt it away.
Ball is going to be fielded from the 25 and being brought back to the 29-yard line. The Arizona Scorpions are number 1 in yards allowed a game, only 310 yards allowed per game. Number 2 in passing yards allowed, 234. And number 3, so bronze medal, in points allowed per game, allowing only 23.5. First down for the Scorpion offense, as we have a 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end set bunch. It's going to be Ashley Jackson to throw. The pass is going to be quick outside for a first down. As I think TJ Punk got a catch for a first.
Not a bad throw to start the offensive momentum. You know, you get a first down your first play. That is a huge momentum swing in favor of you this early in the game.
2 wide receiver set this time for the Scorpions. 2 backs in the backfield. Ashley Jackson's going to throw inside. The pass is going to be deflected and incomplete. The Arizona Scorpion offense consists of Ashley Jackson at quarterback. DJ Moses and Toriano Rivera are in the backfield. Ryan Owens, Connor Weston, and TJ Punk are the wide receivers. Jay Hayden and Will Todd are the tight ends. And in the offensive line of note is EJ DeQ, Patrick Kelly, and Sean Crooked. Crooked and DeQ, 2-time All-Stars. I formation this time, power set. This is going to be a pass to DJ Moses on the outside, and Moses tries to cut it inside, only has a gain of a couple, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, DJ Moses just seemed to be kind of caught off guard by the Queen City defense. He was cutting in. Maybe he was trying to find a route to the inside, but it just wasn't doing. It probably would have ended up better if he had just kept going upfield, keep running north and south.
There's going to be a 3 wide receiver set with Rivera in the back and the spread out wide. This is going to be a pass to TJ Punk, and he's got a first down to the 48-yard line as Arizona moves the chains. The defense for the Queen City Corsairs, Andre Krim and DJ Majesty are the defensive ends. David Tilly is a defensive tackle. Linebackers are BJ Lovelace, Jared Crow, and Nathaniel Dix. Corners are Cody Griffin, the reigning Rookie of the Year as a defensive player. Ted Haynes as well. Jorge Torres, Maurice Lloyd, and King Jamal are the safeties. Same formation, but flipped now this time for the Scorpion offense. Play fake. The pass to the outside is going to be incomplete. A great job by Ted Haynes with that deflection, and it's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, that looked like it was thrown off the back foot of Ashley Jackson. She wasn't quite set or ready to go. I think there was a defensive lineman coming in on the play, and so the ball was thrown low, and Connor Weston didn't have enough time to reach down and grab the ball.
2 tight end set this time. DJ Moses is offset to the left. It's going to be a throw, and it's going to be a quick pass to Connor Weston for a pickup of about 4 yards. Give it, 4 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Connor Weston, he had himself a pretty good game last week. Ended up on Eddie Gage's Say It With Your Chest show last night, where they were talking about a lot of things. And, Connor Weston, he's a real team player. He may be the listed number 1 wide receiver for this Scorpion offense, but don't expect him to get the lion's share of receptions.
Same formation as a couple plays ago. This is going to be a deep pass, and his pass is caught. I don't know how Ashley Jackson put that in, but it is going to be TJ Punk with a big completion to the 14-yard line, just over the head of the defender, Jack.
Yeah, Ashley Jackson put it up right where she knew only TJ Punk could get it. That's a really high ball. And it looked like the Queen City defender was trying to swat it away instead of going for the 2 hands. And TJ Punk comes away with a great reception and puts Arizona in the red zone.
TJ Punk, the smaller of this receiving core, at 6'2", there's a very tall receiving core here for Arizona. Climbs the ladder and gets the first down. Offset formation here. The pass is going to go to DJ Moses, and Moses makes a successful spin move, but he is then gang tackled for a pickup of only 3 yards, and it's going to be a 2nd and 7. A great drive here for the Scorpion offense at home.
Yeah, the Scorpions, just everything seems to be hitting right where it needs to be. They're certainly establishing the momentum here early, Ramos. It'll be interesting if Queen City can hold and force them to kick a field goal.
This is going to be an empty set, so DJ Moses is going to be on the sideline. 4 wide receivers and a tight end. Ashley Jackson will throw. Jackson going to the end zone, and the pass is deflected away and incomplete, almost picked off by William Kidd, who a few weeks ago did have, actually I think it was week 1, had an interception. And there's going to be a 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't fundamentally disagree with the play call. You're this close to the end zone. You may as well go for it. Shoot your shot, see what you can get. Although the pass was a little bit questionable, and they're going in the same formation again, Ramos.
Yeah, they are. In a 3rd and long, it's a 3rd and 7, trying to go to the end zone. Ashley Jackson throws it to the end zone, and the pass is overthrown. Trying to go with Connor Weston. But no die. It's going to be 4th down, and the Arizona Scorpions will have to settle for a field goal as Cliff Allen comes into the field.
Not a bad drive at all by Arizona to start off this game. Meanwhile, for Queen City, what a way to hold your ground. And really kudos to that secondary, since they had to basically go up against an onslaught through the air on those 3 downs. And they held their own, and they're forcing Arizona to just go for 3.
From the right hash, the right-footed kicker, Cliff Allen, trying to make it from about 27 yards away. The kick is up, and it is good for the Scorpions as they take an early 3-0 lead. As we take the drive summary, 11 plays, Jack, almost 70 yards and 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, while I'm sure Arizona would have preferred to have a touchdown, that was not a bad start at all on offense. Basically keeping things going at a nice brisk pace. They keep that up, they should be grinding right through the Queen City defense and getting some more points and touchdowns.
Cliff Allen is going to put it again, and Christopher Ochoa is going to return it again from the end zone. Runs on his own teammate and gets to the 20-yard line. A good job by the Arizona Scorpions special teams unit. Jack, Arizona has been a promising team now for a couple of seasons. A very strong defense, an offense that has a very good quarterback in Ashley Jackson. DJ Moses is a heck of a running back. And, they were just a couple of games away from getting to the championship game just a few months ago.
Yeah, last season was their breakthrough year, Ramos.
Hunter Norwood, speaking of breaking through, he just gets in the backfield. Loss of 1 yard. Hunter Norwood, one of the SFL legends, former Tallahassee Pride, then Jacksonville King player, and now finding a home with the Arizona Scorpions when a really veteran defense. Obviously, Eddie Gage back there, and Everett Garrison is a veteran now. D.D. Sachs and company. Another throw this time is going to go to Deezer Powell for a pickup of 5 yards, and now he's 1 away from reaching 700 in his career.
Yeah, Deezer Powell also only 135 yards away from the start of this game to breaking the 10,000 career receiving yards mark. We're going to be watching him a lot today, Ramos. If he can have a big game, they're going to be celebrating a heck of a lot for Deezer.
Yes, they are, as A.J. Caswell is going to throw it inside. That's Deezer Powell with his 700th career catch, but that's not going to be enough for a first down as the Arizona defense makes the job again, and it's going to be a quick 3 and out for the Corsairs. Great job by the defense of the Scorpions.
Yeah, this is one of the things I feared about Queen City, Ramos. They tend to be really sluggish out the gate, and their defense typically keeps them in games, but if they keep going at this sluggish of a pace, I don't know if they're going to be able to hold on.
Especially if Arizona continues to have good field positions like this one. This goes to the 39-yard line of Arizona's side of the field. as we're going to take a look at Ashley Jackson one more time. Jackson last game in a winning effort against the Gladiators, 28 of 41, 373, 2 touchdowns and a pick. A really good game by the veteran. A pump fake this time, and she is gonna go down. Good coverage by the Queen City defense, and DJ Majesty gets in the backfield.
DJ Majesty resume just breaking through the line and getting to Ashley Jackson. Not fooled by the pump fake at all.
And breaking through Sean Crooked, the two-time All-Star, a 4-season vet, 6'4", 315. Good job by DJ Majesty getting in the backfield. 3 wide receiver set. This is going to go down again. Ashley Jackson has no time to throw this one. And the Queen City Corsairs have back-to-back sacks. This is the non-star Brandon Davenport getting in the backfield, and it's going to be a 3rd and forever.
Davenport just pushed right through that offensive line and just basically stiff-armed Ashley Jackson to the ground.
Jackson to throw, has time, is going to scramble. Jackson with a lot of room. It's not going to be enough for a first down, but she has 14 yards and gets it to the 41-yard line, trying to still be in control of that field position. It's going to be 4th and 8 as William Kidd and company make the stop. That's the second big play by Kidd in this game.
Yeah, Ashley Jackson deciding to surprise the Queen City defense with a little bit of a QB draw. Wasn't a bad play call at all. Maybe if they were a few yards closer, she would have gotten the first down. And also surprising of her not to slide down. She took the hit.
That she did. I mean, she was trying to get that first down. I mean, about 8 yards shy, but she was trying to make every yard as the punt goes away from the Scorpions. The first punt by the Arizona team goes to the 21-yard line, and it's going to be fair caught by Ochoa. And we're going to take a look at the Queen City Corsair offense one more time. The Queen City Corsairs last game
Jet Zero on a long run on Queen City's first play of the drive, scores a touchdown.
Massive touchdown there from Queen City. Bursting right through the middle and just constantly going. That is Jet Zero with a massive touchdown. That's going to put the Corsairs up 6-3, Ramos.
Yeah, it looks like we lost Ramos Lynn. We'll try to get him back. Thanks for coming in cold, Jack, as Queen City gets a touchdown from Jet Zero. Surprising, since DJ Moses still doesn't even have a carry in the first quarter for Arizona.
Yeah, it's two completely different speeds they're going here, Cam. Queen City now, of course, notching a huge touchdown run, and they're going to be up 7-3. This is what I've been looking for. You know, just gaining speed, gaining traction on offense.
Zero last week, as the extra point is up and through. Last week, just 35 yards on 13 carries. He did score a touchdown through the air, but already surpassing that total just with that one run. And I think Arizona owner Eddie Gage was a little worried about having to take on that powerful shoulder of Jet Zero today.
Yeah, it's not easy going up against Jet Zero, Cam. It is. He's one of the most physically intense running backs in this league. So I'd expect more and more to go to him throughout this game if Queen City is going to keep up the pace on offense.
Talk on the return up at the 25-yard line. And that's where Arizona will take over. You surprised at this early start, Jack? 10 passes, no runs, except for Ashley Jackson, who scrambled for 14.
Well, I mean, it's not really that surprising. You can tell Eddie Gage was kind of feeling a little more of the air game today. Obviously, you know, we're still so early in the game. We might see some more ground and pound from Arizona. They do have Moses in the backfield for this upcoming play.
Out of the gun, Jackson going to throw again. This is the third catch for DJ. DJ makes a spin, cuts it to the outside, and picks up 7 of the 32. He is 4th in the SFL with 7 rushing touchdowns so far this season. Second down with 1:20 to go. Look at TJ on the sideline. Second and 3 at the 32. TJ's got that 39-yard pass. That's the longest pass of any team today. The only pass over 10 yards. That pass is caught for first down to the 36-yard line. That's Ryan Owens on the outside. Now 4 different receivers have caught a pass in the quarter for Arizona.
Yeah, as I said earlier, Cam, Connor Weston, he's listed as the #1 wide receiver, but expect Arizona to share the love. They spread it around. They spread the ball around. Ashley Jackson, she doesn't have really a true core wide receiver.
There's Moses with a 3-yard pickup to the 39-yard line, wrapped up by Nathaniel Diggs. His second tackle brings up second down.
Nice little run there from DJ Moses. First time we're seeing him today. And Moses, he's just like Jet Zero. He can get these little dink and dunk runs, but then he'll break one off without you really being aware of it, and it can be huge.
4 wide here for Jackson on 2nd and 7. Runs the out and picks up 3. Looked like 4, honestly. Will Todd, now the 5th player to make a catch, and they did stop the clock momentarily with 2 seconds left, but they'll wind it here, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Queen City 7 and Arizona 3. And we'll see if we can get Ramos back on the line. When we come back, you're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. It's the start of the second quarter, 3rd and 4 for the Arizona Scorpions, and it's going to be an offsides free play. The pass to the outside is caught either way. Will Todd has a first down, and the penalty is going to be declined.
Yeah, that was a good way to take advantage of a free play, Ramos. When you're in a free play moment, you just kind of do what you can. You figure out what will get you the most yards, and if you can't get that, you just take the penalty.
Yep, as the Arizona Scorpions are going to have a fresh set of downs. It was going to be a free set of downs either way. Arizona the favorite of this game by 3.5 points, according to Jack's data, over under a 48.5. They're very good at predicting outcomes. It's going to be a 3 wide receiver set again. Similar formation. The pass is going to go again to Will Todd, and the same exact result. It's a first down for the Arizona Scorpion offense. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Jack.
Yeah, Will Todd on that little out route, really making his pay grade right now. Just getting those quick little passes and turning up field. And, I mean, hey, it's working for them. They're getting they're generating first downs like it's an assembly line.
Will Todd is a head scout of this organization. I have to think he told Mr. 80 Gage and Jay Hayden, hey, I think we can exploit that outside with myself, as this pass goes inside for another first down, as TJ Plonk, the former tight end, played with the Aztecs for a season, gets the first, and the Arizona Scorpions 3 plays in a row move the chains.
Yeah, they exploited the outside, but that time, Ramos, they decided, hey, let's exploit the inside as well. And those little throws to TJ Punk, those are actually making him the leader in terms of anyone on the field today in terms of receptions. He has 73 yards. The next closest behind him, Will Todd, is only at 26.
High formation, a heavy set here for the Arizona Scorpions. Give it to DJ Moses. He tries to break a tackle, but a good job by DJ Majesty holding on to him, as a pickup of only 3 yards. It could have been much, much worse. So good job by the Corsair defense.
Yeah, with DJ Moses, once he even gets a little bit of room around him, he is an extremely deadly halfback. So for Queen City to stop him up, that was good as they move up closer to the line.
Handoff again goes to DJ Moses, who breaks a tackle and pushes forward for a first down. Great job by the running back. That does deserve to see the replay, Jack.
Yeah, and you can see there, too, the offensive line opening up the holes around him and making it so that he had less people to face head-on once he got to the linebackers and even into the secondary.
Yeah, big kudos to guys such as EJ DeCube, Patrick Kelly, and Sean Crooked on that offensive line. 2 tight ends set here for Ashley Jackson. This is going to be another free play, as DJ Moses only picks up 1. So this time the Scorpions are going to take the penalty.
Yeah, it looked like the on the actual play, though, that the guard pulled off a little bit too early. Wasn't quick enough to get to the defense. However, they're getting 3 free yards, so what can they complain about?
Not much. It's going to be another first down here for the Arizona Scorpion offense, as Davenport, who had a pretty good play a couple of series ago when he had a sack, is the culprit on this one. Jackson again from the heavy set. This is going to go to DJ Moses. Through the air. Moses has space. Moses, a great closing speed right there by the Corsair defense, as big number 45, Jared Crow, the linebacker, makes a stop.
Yeah, Jared Crow coming into this very veteran and very seasoned Queen City front seven, and he's already making his voice heard as well. You know, everyone in a front seven of a defensive unit is extremely important. Now it's 2nd and 3. They're going to hand off DJ Moses.
And up to the outside, and DJ Moses is going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage, as big number 79, Brandon Davenport, who's been very active in this game for both good and bad, gets the tackle for a loss. Speaking about that linebacking core, Jack, you know, historically has been great. BJ Loveless is the big guy right there, 5-time All-Star, 2nd season with the Corsairs. And Nathaniel Diggs is a rookie pick in the 1st round. Play action and a pump fake. The pass is going to be caught. Ashley Jackson connects for a first down, just past the first down marker. A great job by the wide receiver Ryan Owens, getting past the sticks and converting a 1st and goal.
Yeah, Ryan Owens, he looked like he was in the end zone but had to come back on the route. Still, it's good enough for first down, even if in that sort of situation you're kind of more playing like you're going for the end zone. Still, it's 1st and goal on Queen City's 2-yard line, and yeah.
He's going to go with DJ Moses, and Moses has the touchdown, Arizona.
Moses just turning the wheels. It's a simple little, it's the simple things for him, you know? He's known for just getting it in, and that time he does. Queen City's defense they did put up a valiant effort. I will say that much. However, it just wasn't enough as Moses powered through for the 6 points and now puts Arizona up by 2.
It's just the nose of the football that has to be over the white line. That's more than enough to get the 6 points, as Cliff Allen is going to tack on the extra point here. No issues with the snap nor the hold, and the kick is good as well. 10-7, the home team, Arizona, leads the Queen City Corsairs. We have a very exciting matchup in our hands, just like we expected it to be. Queen City, 4-time champions, and Arizona has been one of the better teams over the past, I will say, probably 12 to 18 months in the SFL. Kick is up, fielded at the 4-yard line by Ochoa. Returns him from the 20 and to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, actually funny that you should mention that, Ramos, with Queen City's 4 titles. This game right here, while they were under different brandings, is actually technically a rematch of the first ever SFL championship game. Although way back in those days, Queen City was located in New York City proper, called the Knights, and Arizona was back in Oklahoma City, known as the Renegades.
Yeah, those Knight Renegade games were classics way back in the day, as Jet Zero loses a yard, and it's going to be a 2nd and 11. Yeah, Queen City was the New York Knights. They won 3 titles under that name. Just classic names: Park Hee-Chol, West St. Clair, many others, and the Oklahoma City Renegades with good old Pete Bruschi and company. Just good times. Caswell to throw. Caswell, the pass inside is going to be incomplete. One-on-one. A great coverage play right there by the linebacker. That's going to be more, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, it seemed to be that there was just a little bit too many defensive hands in the area. Queen City now looking to get their first proper first down today.
Same formation. Look for another quick slant. And let's see if that's going to be enough for a first down if they try that. A.J. Caswell is going to go deeper this time to the corner route, and the pass is caught. A great throw right there by A.J. Caswell to the outside shoulder, and Doug Spelling has a first down.
Doug Spelling threw it, found it right on the outside of him. You know, it was either going to be caught or intercepted. It was a one-on-one play, but A.J. Caswell gave all the advantage he could to Doug, and that's a huge pickup. 1st and 10 as they cross the midfield stripe.
Beautiful toss right there by A.J. Caswell, the veteran, getting long connection with his wide receiver, Doug Spelling. Another pass. This going is short to Spelling again for a pickup of about SEVEN Spelling yards.
I was wondering what you were doing there for a second, Ramos, but yeah, Doug Spelling now with back-to-back receptions, keeping the chains moving here for Queen City. He seems to be their only real thing that can get consistent yards apart from, well, Jet Zero.
Going to be a weak eye formation. The pass is going to go deep to Chris Komisak for a first down, as nobody covered the fullback.
You know, they don't often expect the fullback to catch passes, Ramos, but that wobbler finds Chris Komisak, who was wide open up the field. I'm surprised they let him get that wide open. You know, I understand you don't expect the fullback to do a lot in terms of the passing game, but you got to expect them to at least do something and cover the ball.
That was a seam route. Normally you see tight ends and maybe slot wide receivers do that, not a fullback, as this goes to Jet Zero for a pickup of about 3 yards. Garrison and Moore make the tackle. This is a great drive. I mean, we saw an anemic Queen City offense in the first couple of possessions, but last 2 times they've had the ball, they've been really good.
Yeah, it's almost surprising, Ramos, that they've been able to just now start firing it on all cylinders. This is a bit more what I was hoping for from Queen City.
As A.J. Caswell gets hit as he throws. And the pass falls harmlessly to the turf. It's going to be incomplete in a 3rd and 7 coming up as Melo gets in the quarterback's face. This is such a good defensive line here by the Scorpions. I mean, they are the backbone of this team. Obviously, Eddie Gage is great, and Eric Garrison. Parker Thomas is the best slot corner in the league, in my opinion. But, man, it just starts with Melo, Constantine, Norwood, and Sachs in the defensive line.
Yeah, they arguably have the best defensive line unit in the entire SFL, Ramos. I agree.
Pass goes to Ochoa, short of the first down marker. It's going to be 2 yards shy. And the Queen City Corsairs are going to try to tie this one at 10 points with a field goal. First field goal attempt of the game for Judah Dorgan. Well, check that. AJ Caswell is on the field. Let's see if this is just a bluff or they actually go for it. I formation by the veteran quarterback. Jet 0 dots the I. And it looks like AJ Caswell is just barking signals and trying to make the Arizona defense jump offside. It's not going to work, and they will have to call a timeout with 4 minutes left in this second quarter.
Yeah, I always find it a little bit strange when the road team tries to bust out that tactic, Ramos. The home crowd's going to be on their side. They're probably going to be quieting down on a play like that. So I don't really 100% support the decision. Burns a timeout. However, they are going to tie the game up no matter what. Unless, of course, they miss this.
Yeah, they are. In this position, I agree with the fact that probably not call a timeout. Just, take the 5 yards. I mean, what's the difference really between, a 33-yard attempt, a 38-yard attempt? It's not that much. It's not that much of a difference. As Judah Dorgan from the left hash, right-footed kicker, is good. And the game is tied at 10 apiece. For Arizona, they have 4 minutes, almost 4 minutes, to get some points before the half, Jack.
Yeah, but I mean, apart from that, the time has been absolutely melting off in this first half, Ramos.
Yeah.
It feels like just 5 minutes ago that we were just doing our pregame intros, and now, even with all the fireworks, we're less than 4 minutes to go in the half.
Yeah, that much is very, very true as the kick goes away from inside the end zone, being returned past the 15, past the 20, and up to the 22-yard line is TJ Punk. As we take a look at the yards, total yards, pretty much equal. The passing yards, Arizona side, and Jet 0 obviously had that big run for a touchdown, so Queen City has the edge right there. Average yards per play, Queen City just with a small edge. And the defensive line of the Queen City Corsairs has been able to get in the backfield to sack Ashley Jackson a couple times. It's going to be a throw here. The pass to the corner is going to be knocked away and incomplete by Ted Haynes. A great job by the defense. If Ashley Jackson puts it just a little bit higher up, that's probably a touchdown because that was behind the defense.
Yeah, Ted Haynes was smart enough to know that ball was nowhere near high enough to be where it was wanting to go. So he bit down on the play. He got a little bit aggressive, got the arm up, and batted it away. That's the sort of play that any defensive coordinator will be salivating over. And I'm sure in the film room, you'll be getting a couple pats on the back for that play.
Queen City Corsair defense so far this season, 19th in points allowed, 31.7. But they are top 10 in passing yards allowed, which is a silver lining as DJ Moses breaks a tackle and picks up probably 3 yards on the play. It's going to be a 3rd and long. So far, Jack, I mean, this Queen City defense has played really, really well. I mean, they're allowing, 31 points, almost 32 points per game. And so far against the dangerous Arizona offense, only 10 points allowed.
Yeah, but I mean, the whole thing with Queen City is that their defense does just enough to keep the offense in the game and makes it so that every game is competitive. That's what you need a defense to do, is that pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, it was a play-action pass, and TJ Punk heard the footsteps, unable to make the catch, and it's going to be 4th down. The important thing on that play is that the clock stops, and Queen City gets to keep about 3 minutes and 2 timeouts with a 2-minute warning to try to get the lead before the end of the first half. With pretty decent field position, I must add. As Ryan Garcia punts this one away, and it's going to be fair caught by Christopher Ochoa at the 42-yard line. So really good field position for the Corsair offense, who has scored 10 points in the last couple of drives.
Yeah, for Queen City, they're finally hitting their groove. And if they can take a lead into the half, that completely blows this game wide open. And really, all the momentum's on their side.
A 4-3 defense here for the Arizona Scorpions. As AJ Caswell's going to throw. The pass goes deep, and the pass is in triple coverage and incomplete. Everett Garrison is the guy who gets the PD, but that could have been intercepted, Jack.
Yeah, a bit of a questionable throw there from AJ Caswell. I understand, like, the logic there. It's 1st down and 10. You don't got a lot of time left, so, you know, take your shot, take your chances. However, when the receiver was blanketed, I don't know what they were expecting was going to happen.
Yeah, not sure. I mean, we did see Ashley Jackson threw the ball in coverage against the Queen City defense, throwing the ball in the direction of TJ Punk, and he was able to muzz the defender. This time, the Arizona defense was much better than the Queen City defense, and Jet Zero at that time goes for only 2. Third and 8, the ball at the 44-yard line. 4 wide receivers and a tight end. Look for James Matthew Jr. in this one. The pass goes deep, and AJ Caswell is incomplete. Great job by the corner on that time. It is going to be number 34, Shot Allen, the strong safety. And it's going to be 4th down, as we're going to send it to SFL Studios for a game break. Cam.
Thank you, Ramos. Mike, DC gets the ball first, drives right down the field.
Yeah, Cam, if you ask people around the league who was the most explosive and high-scoring team in the league, they would probably say Baltimore. But as of right now, this Kevin Say touchdown hits the DC Dragons. They're up 7-0 early in Sioux Falls.
12-play drive for the Dragons. Back to Ramos and Jack in Arizona.
Thank you, Cam. What a team the DC Dragons are, Jack. I mean, a couple of seasons ago, I mean, they could not buy a win. Last season we saw some improvement, and this is basically, I think, even better than the Dragons of season 5 when they won the championship. They're such a good football team.
Yeah, I mean, everything seems to be balancing out from the absolute bad luck they've had last year. This year, everything's, you know, going their way, it seems.
Yes, it is. The pass this time goes outside to DJ Moses, who breaks a tackle and gets about 4 yards on the play, as this could be the final play before the 2-minute warning. A very, very good game so far. Very tight, 10-10 between two teams that are trying to get in the playoff conversation race. Two-minute warning here from Phoenix, Arizona. 10-10. Back here in Phoenix, Arizona, this is the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. 2 minutes left in this first half as Ashley Jackson is in the shotgun. She will throw. Jackson bump fakes. The pass deep is going to be caught for a first down. A great job by Ryan Owens getting the first, and Arizona moves the chains.
Ryan Owens in this Arizona offense finding what Queen City couldn't do on their last drive, and that is with a spectacular grab over the middle, moving the chains and moving them along, making the chain gang do a little bit of extra effort.
The APM Music halftime report, Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green have the top 10 plays from an exciting Week 7, plus update you on the action going on across the league in the U.S. Capitol between the Sioux Falls Sparrows and the DC Dragons. Part of our bonus coverage here on Next Level Sports. It's all coming up on the APM Music halftime report. This is going to be a pickup of 6 yards here for the Scorpions, and the clock keeps on ticking. 1 minute 15 left and counting, 2nd and 4. Shotgun formation again for Ashley Jackson. And look for the deep corner route. Trying to go deep and trying to surprise the Queen City defense. Jackson, there it is, the deep corner, and the pass is going to be incomplete. The Queen City defense was ready for that one, Jack.
Yeah, the defense was ready, but I'm not sure if that corner was ready for the tip drill. Just kind of let it hit his thighs and fall to the ground. That could have been a game-changing interception.
Yes, it could have been one-on-one. You normally trust your wide receiver, so I don't blame Ashley Jackson. It's just a great play by the Corsair defense. 3rd and 4 coming up as we take a look at Ashley Jackson's updated numbers. 17 of 24, 160 yards. No touchdowns and no interceptions so far for a quarterback rating of about 89. This is going to be a play action. Jackson, the pass is going to be caught on the outside, and the clock keeps on ticking. I don't know how the clock doesn't stop right there as Connor Weston is arguing with the corner and losing precious seconds. Another play action pass. Jackson, pass inside is incomplete. BJ Loveless makes the pass deflection, and it's going to be 39 seconds left at the 41.
Yeah, BJ Loveless, one of the premier pass defense linebackers in this league, biting down on the play, getting the ball down, and, for Arizona, they lost time.
2 tight ends set for the Scorpions. Under center is Ashley Jackson. She will throw. Jackson, quick outside. The pass is caught. Not able to get to the sideline is the tight end, but a timeout called by the Scorpion offense. Will Todd has 5 yards. And that does put Arizona in field goal range, Jack. So, it's about getting a few yards if possible. The worst thing that can happen to Arizona other than a turnover is a sack. You cannot get sacked in this situation.
No, when you're right on the precipice of field goal range. Interesting though, they're going for an empty backfield.
That they are. Jackson will throw the pass deep, and the pass is picked off. Throwing the ball into double coverage. Ted Haynes has the INT, and the Queen City Corsairs take over.
That one was a really questionable throw from Ashley Jackson. Seemed to be almost like an arm punt into double coverage. And Queen City, they have, not a lot of time, but they still have enough time as to where they could move the ball down the field and kick a field goal.
Look, when Jet Zero can get you 70 yards in one carry, 29 seconds is all you need. Jet Zero not in the football field here, though, as Caswell will throw. Caswell to the outside, almost throws a pick right back, as Doug Spelling was the intended receiver, 2nd down. And this is going to be interesting, Jack, and sorry to cut you off, because if Queen City tries to throw again and the ball falls incomplete, the clock's going to stop again, and Arizona may have a chance to get the ball again and try to put points on the board. High formation, heavy set. Zero gets the handoff. Zero breaks it to the outside, and he's got a first down. And excuse me, that's not Zero. That's the backup running back who gets a first down, Bonnie, and moves the chains.
Yeah, that was a bit of an interesting call there from Queen City. Maybe if Gen Zero wasn't, they would have gotten the big play, and that'll probably be the last one of the half. No, this will be it.
That will be it, and the pass is going to be knocked away and incomplete, as this is the end of the first half. A great job by both teams, 10-10. We'll be back with the APA Music SFL halftime report with Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green after this break. You're enjoying a great first half of SFL action.
Welcome back to SFL Studios for the APM Music Halftime Report. Alongside Mike St. Green, I'm Cameron Irvine. 10-10, great defensive ball game at the half. And both teams honestly playing pretty well. Mike, only one turnover through the first two quarters. Been a great game.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Cam. Both of these teams are playing well and playing very solid. Pretty much what I expected coming into today from both of these squads. And that turnover at the right there before the half could come back to haunt Arizona a little bit. I mean, we've seen it game in and game out. You miss points at the end of a half when you're down in the red zone. It could possibly make a difference in the game. That could be huge later on, but we'll see if that can come back to haunt Ashley Jackson and the Scorpions later on.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Arizona definitely does not want to fall to 3-4 because they're in a four-way tie in the West Division. Queen City is chasing Baltimore and D.C. pretty far behind now that they lost those back-to-back close ones to them. Now they're looking for a wild card. It's a big game for them too. Well, Mike, while you were on a cruise, Lord knows where, we just have no idea. You're a man with many secrets. We had plenty of exciting plays last week when Brett Killian was here in studios, and it was a pretty exciting week 7.
Yeah, Cam. I was out of town and in several different places. Yeah, I was. That's no big secret. Honduras.
I was wondering if you were going to tell me.
Yeah,
I was just waiting with bated breath.
Yeah. Honduras, Belize, and Mexico. So we had a nice little 7-day getaway, and we're back. And I don't know if I'm going to make the top 10, Cam, but I did make a couple of virtual plays last week.
Yeah, we need a team in the Caribbean. Somebody's got to make that happen. Top 10 of week 7. Check it out. There it is. There you go.
4 wide here for San Diego on 3rd and 9. Patterson protected well, going to take a deep shot, and that is picked off in the end zone. And he's going to run it back. Connor Darien only gets out to the 7, but intercepts guard Patterson on the second drive of the game for this defense.
Start the corner quicker, at least get 3 more yards, make this more manageable, but it is what it is.
Spread look here, Hammer in the slot, looking to throw it, fires on the corner route, picked off, intercepted by Connor Darien, his 2nd of the night, and that for Jacksonville might have been the play that makes the difference.
Mega deja vu. 2nd time this game, an end zone interception.
Nugget in tow, but we're underway as LA going to kick it off to Carolina. Skyhawks get the ball first, returnable from about 3. Under the 15, 20 left of the 20, 25. He's going to break a tackle. No way. Off the kickoff. Are you kidding me? It is Sammy Avalos who's going to take this one to the house. Touchdown, Carolina, off the kick. No way.
2nd to goal now, I formation. Johnson, 7-step drop. Good pocket. Going to throw it back in the end zone, and it's a touchdown. What a play. Buchanan Simons gets the tippy toes down.
What an absolute thread of the defense. Kentez Johnson finds Simons in the back of the end zone, and look at this toe drag right here. Oh my gosh.
Formation by the Corsairs. Caswell throw, gets it up top to 0. Lowers the shoulder and into the end zone. Touchdown Corsairs.
And some snow angels to boot. That was the play Queen City needed at the right time. Like 0-1. Oh, was that Peanut say?
It was indeed.
Brad Jones sidecar left to Burr. Going to take the handoff. Jones, 11th carry of the night. 40, 45, 50. Jones past the 40, 30. Down the sideline. Oh, 2 people dive and miss. Brad Jones touchdown.
The gap to the left, and he floated through that hole, and then it was just down the left sideline. Had 3 defenders there, had a chance to make a play.
Oh, Brad Jones again. Past midfield. Brad Jones breaks a tackle. 20, 10. Oh, man, he does it again.
For Brechet to possibly boot the game winner. Johnson trying to airmail it into coverage, and it's caught at the 15-yard line. Are you kidding me, Lyric Da Vinci? Golly, Florida Birds a timeout.
Say, Eric, I was holding my breath. After the interceptions that Johnson's had today, I thought maybe that might be another one.
Next, that square off.
5 wide, Wigmore to the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Ivory Irvin with the toes. And the Vultures are now starting to assert themselves.
That's a thing of beauty right there. Yeah, back-to-back scores.
Oh, with the full feet down.
Pocket and send out Chris Smith for his 2nd punt of the ball game. And it's away to Doug Britton to try and make a return. Stutter steps, makes a man miss. Take to the outside. He's got a good return to the 40, 30. No man in front of him. Doug Britton has a punt return touchdown.
I suppose this is to show confidence in themselves.
Smith on a punted away. Britton back to return. He spins out a 1, and Britton to the far sideline has a block. Looking for punt return touchdown number 2. He's gonna go again. Doug Britton has lit up the scoreboard once again. Touchdown Fury.
Back.
Gonna send the pressure, and they block the punt. Las Vegas on the return, though. And Las Vegas might just have more things going for them. Into the 21-yard line. Oh, my goodness.
This is, I think, talk about a special teams game. I mean, that punt blocked, and there's nobody on Atlanta left to get to it. I don't know if someone on Atlanta thought they had heard the whistle.
Time he's running a slant. They're looking for him. It's picked. And going back the other way is Josh Rowe. He's got 2 already this season. Get out of the way, ref. 20, 10, and that's Chris. Touchdowns for Josh Rowe. Apologies for the formatting at the top of the video, but Mike, Las Vegas, that you see it there, the 2 punt return touchdowns, the blocked punt that should have gone Atlanta's way. You don't see 52-6 in the SFL. It just doesn't happen until now, I guess.
Yeah, you don't usually see a 52-6 game in SFL, and you definitely don't see a 52-6 game involving the Atlanta Swarm with them coming out with the 6. The Swarm right now, the offense has been struggling for a majority of the season, but yeah, that was very surprising to see that result in that game.
Sioux Falls just scored again, 5:48 to go in that first half, 10-7. Sparrows, they've looked pretty good offensively come to play today against DC, whose defense has struggled over the last few weeks.
Yeah, Cam, as I mentioned, the DC offense, they are one of the top. They are tied for first right now with the top scoring offense in the league. Actually, they just went ahead of Baltimore with that early score from Kevin Say. But as you mentioned, the reason why they're 5-1 right now and struggling in this particular game is the defense has struggled over the past couple of weeks, and they've been giving up a ton of points. But if these guys can get the defense turned around, they have a championship caliber team.
In your game here on NXT, Queen City 10 and Arizona 10. We'll see what happens in the second half. Ramos and Jack back on the call with King and Justin on stats when we come back. This has been the APM Music Halftime Report. We're following all the action around the Simulation Football League. Be back in 2 minutes.
Thanks. Back here in Phoenix, Arizona, we have a tie ball game, 10 apiece, as the Queen City Corsairs are going to kick this one away. And the Scorpions are going to field this at about the 4-yard line. Past the 20, past the 25, and TJ Punk gets it to the 28-yard line. A great job, Jack, by both of these teams, especially on, I will say, on the defensive side. You know, if you take a look at the over-under, you know, it was projected at 48.5. I think that both defenses have done a really, really good job.
Yeah, right now, if you bet the under, Ramos, I'd be, you know, I think they'd be pretty happy right now. Currently on pace for about maybe 42 or 43 points total.
This is going to be a throw by Ashley Jackson. Is going to toss it over the middle for a pickup of 4 yards as the receiver make it 5 yards. That's going to be Justice on the catch. It's going to be second down. 3 wide receiver set and a tight end. Look bottom of the screen for a quick out or something. Jackson to throw. Jackson checks it down to the running back, and DJ Moses makes a guy miss. A pickup of about 3 yards on the play, and Ashley Jackson is up to 166 yards on the day.
Yeah, Ashley Jackson having a pretty good game overall. The only blemish she had was that one interception that took Arizona out of the field goal contention, and is probably the main reason why we're still tied at 10.
I formation. This is going to go to DJ Moses, very likely. Through the air, Moses, can he get to the sticks? No, he cannot. What a hit by Nathaniel Dix, I think, for a loss of about half a yard, and it's going to be 4th down. A great job by the Queen City defense.
Yeah, Nathaniel Diggs just overpowered the blocker. You could tell that they were locked and they were engaged, but it was just too much, and Nathaniel Diggs got the tackle, and now they're going to have to punt it away. The Arizona Scorpions have to give it right back to the Corsairs with pretty decent field position, I must add, as Christopher Ochoa brings it back to the 32. And this Corsair offense, which, this season has been, kind of hit or miss at points, has done a pretty decent job so far, I think. They average 26.5 points per game. That's 12th in the SFL, so right there in the middle. But I think against this very, very tough Arizona defense, they've been pretty good so far, as Jet Zero is going to get a handoff and a pickup of only 1 yard as Moore and I think Tropicana make the stop. Yeah, the main thing to note with this Queen City offense in the first half, Ramos, is the fact that pretty much everyone got involved. They threw it to 5 different targets, and really the only one who hasn't gotten involved quite yet is Hubba Kimbrell, the tight end. 3 wide receivers said this is going to be a handoff to Jet Zero, and he goes. Jet Zero breaks another tackle, and Jet Zero is gone again. To the 15, to the 10, 5. Touchdown, Corsairs. What a huge run from Jet Zero, just breaking it to the outside. Looks like Everett Garrison was about to chase him down like it's a little game of Retro Bowl. The cornerback comes up, makes the tackle, but Jet Zero just gallivanting away, sheds through the tackler. Oh! I can't believe we didn't mention that huge hit he got to break out into the open field. And so Queen City is now up 16-10. Parker Thomas being sent to the Shadow Realm as Eddie Gage gets blocked at the end of the play. Man, Jack, Queen City, they average 74 rushing yards per game. That's 4th worst in the SFL. And Jet Zero, after just 2 and something quarters, has 144 yards. Yeah, they're going at full speed. Yes, they are. Speaking of which, Arizona, they're 6th best defensively in rushing yards allowed. Only 76 yards allowed per game. And Queen City, with just a couple of carries, have 14 points and about 150 rushing yards. What a great start of the second half by the Corsairs. They get a stop, 3 and out, and they get a touchdown after just a couple of plays as Dorgan is going to kick it away again. Being fielded at about the 2-yard line. On the return is TJ Pong, gets it to the 26. The Arizona Scorpions, last time they beat the Queen City Corsairs was 5 years ago. It was on February 26, 2017, when the Arizona Scorpions were the OKC Renegades. They won 35-34, but in 3 matchups between Queen City and Arizona, Queen City is 3-0. To throw again, Ashley Jackson tosses it to the outside. That's Will Todd for a pickup of 7, and it's going to be 2nd and short. Yeah, that was one of their bread and butter plays in the first half, Ramos. The Will Todd dump to the outside. And now for Arizona, finding themselves down in a hole, they're going to need to rely on the plays that work as well as they have. PJ Moses has been really quiet through the ground. 6 carries, only 18 yards. Through the air, has 8 catches, but has been limited to only 26 yards. Great job by the Queen City defenses. Ashley Jackson is going to throw again, and this pass is beautiful to the inside. All the way to midfield is Ryan Owens for a first down. Yeah, and that time they go deep, and they're able to find what makes it work. Ashley Jackson, deep drop, had all the time in the world, and it was just below the Queen City coverage, too, if you can actually look at that. Wasn't a bad throw at all, and it gets them a big gain. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one.
Team strategies are being executed in real time, but our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. And if you want to make plays like that, go and join the league. Touchdown Scorpions. Ryan Owens.
A beautiful arc in the sky sends it down to Ryan Owens as the giant animatronic Scorpion is going wild here at Fatality Field. Just broke free. Literally all he needs to do is catch that ball, and they may as well just gave him 6 right there.
Just a simple 9 route is a go. And the Queen City defense was not ready for it, as the Arizona Scorpions are about to tie this one up. Wow, what a play. I mean, Ashley Jackson, for the most part in this game, has been dinking and dunking her way through the field. That time it was a deep bomb for a touchdown, as we are all tied at 17 points.
Yeah, it seems to be whenever one team gets a leg up, the other one comes right back. This game, no one has really been able to solidify a lead in either direction. You know, it looked like it was going to be a struggle for a little bit for Queen City, but then they got right back, and it's been back and forth, and it's been a lot of big plays too.
17-17, and the Arizona Scorpions are going to kick it away. Ochoa from the goal line. Past the 20 and to the 24-yard line. Let's send it back to SFL Studios. DC and Sioux Falls have more action.
Thank you, Ramos. GP Wells, 54 yards, and now a touch through the air, Mike.
Yeah, Cam, this Sioux Falls offense continues to stay hot as GP Wells catches one out in the flat and makes a little spin move and takes it in. They up 10 over DC.
Sioux Falls surprising the Dragons, 6.5-point dogs today. Back to Ramos and Jack in Phoenix.
Thank you, Cam. This pass to the inside is going to be caught for a pickup of 8 yards. Sioux Falls much improved from last season. And you know, for the past couple of years, well, seasons, Sioux Falls has been a team that has tried to find their way, but they look much, much better, especially here against the DC Dragons in the nation's capital. 2nd and 2 coming up. 4-4 defense showing here for the Scorpions. Handoff to the outside. Jet Zero has more space. Jet Zero pushes forward, gets 9, and gets a first down.
Jet Zero keeps the chains moving, and Jet Zero in general, he's been having an insane game, nearly 150 yards on 9 attempts, of course, with the 2 touchdowns. I mean, it seems like he can nearly do no wrong today.
Jet Zero on pace to get about over 250 yards in this one. Just an unbelievable game by the running back. Jet Zero is going to get the carry again, and Jet Zero finds some space. Gets 6 yards. Have you checked out the video content produced by our community lately? Catch the Simpod every week, SFL Crunch Time, and Road to Glory every Wednesday night. SFL Nights with AJ Stryker premieres Thursday nights. Say It With Your Chest airs Friday, and Netma can be seen all week long at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Every week, the live show schedule can be accessed through our Discord server at the top of the channel listing. Just look for the events tab, just a bunch of events. As Jet Zero gets another first down, and there's nobody to touch Jet Zero after about 6 yards after he gets past the line of scrimmage, Jack.
Yeah, it's a little bit confusing almost, the fact that Arizona is letting Jet Zero get these yards so easy, but a large part of that is coming down to the Queen City offensive line just paving the way, opening the holes, and letting Jet Zero run right through them.
We take a look at Everett Garrison, former Defensive Rookie of the Year. We have a couple of Defensive Rookie of the Years on this field. We also have, through the Queen City Corsairs defense, Cody Griffin, as Doug Spelling gets another FIRSTDOWN.
Yeah, Doug Spelling trying to spell his team to victory. Still moving the chains along well, and Queen City in prime opportunity to get a few more yards and possibly kick a field goal, take the lead.
At the 36-yard line, the fullback is offset to the right. Wins on the top of the screen. The pass by Caswell is caught by Komisak for a pickup of only 1 yard. Good job by the defense as Iverson Gamble makes the stop. AJ Caswell has 4 wide receivers this time. Look for another handoff to Jet Zero. They like the handoff. There it is. As this time, the Arizona Scorpions defense is ready for it. Just a pickup of about 1 as Joey Tropicana makes the tackle.
Decent stop there by Arizona. Sets up a 3rd and long.
3rd down and 8. Ball at the 34-yard line. The throw, the pass, Ochoa shy of the sticks again. It's a 5-yard pickup, but this is the 3rd time at least. And we've seen Christopher Ochoa run a simple shallow cross and being shy of the 1st down marker as Judah Dorgan is going to try to kick it from about 46 yards away to put 3 more on the board.
It seems like, honestly, if they want to get the 1st down, Ochoa needs to go a few yards deeper. Maybe try and come up with some different plays on that down and distance where everyone's most likely going to be past the sticks.
The hold and the snap were not good, but the kick is up and is perfect. Judah Dorgan gets 3 more on the board, and the Queen City Corsairs regain the lead.
Yeah, it seems to me that was a pretty good kick, at least, to put them up by 3, although it seemed like that whole thing was set up for disaster, even considering how long the distance was. But Queen City's up by 3. Let's see how Arizona responds, because knowing this game so far, Ramos, they will respond.
Yeah, I mean, if this game has been any indication, Arizona will be on the scoreboard again as this return goes past the 25 and to the 27-yard line. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions, plus articles from our content team, including Power Rankings, What We Learned, the Rate Option, and Talent Factories feature series. See all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more at simulationfl.net, your home for everything SFL. Power I formation here for the Arizona offense. There's going to be a handoff to DJ Moses, and DJ Moses goes absolutely nowhere as he got just absolutely confused in the backfield. A loss of 1 yard, and it's going to be 2nd and 11. Tilly with the tackle.
Yeah, there was just nowhere to run. It seemed to be that he just was locked into place, couldn't figure out anywhere to go, so just took the loss of yardage.
2 tight end set, offset player. I think this is going to go to Moses to the outside. Nope, it goes the other way, and the pass is caught. Connor Weston has a 1st down and more. Connor Weston has 16 yards, and the Queen City defender who dove for that one was very close from having at least a pass deflection, but the Arizona Scorpions moved the chains.
Yeah, I think that was Cody Griffin on the attempted deflection there, Ramos. Just lunged for it. I think that was a bit of a reach. Should have been better to let Connor Weston grab the ball and then try and tackle in the more conventional manner. Instead, he gives up a 1st down, and Arizona keeps the ball moving.
That they are. What a great play right there by the Scorpion offense. Ashley Jackson putting the ball exactly where it needed to be, and the pass goes outside. That's Connor Weston again, and Weston has another 1st down. 15-plus yards on that one, and the Arizona Scorpions, as you said, Jack, are moving the ball and getting ready to score one more time.
Yeah, they're moving the ball with conviction, and there's a chance they could score even before the end of the 3rd quarter.
Very much so. 2 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. 3 wide receivers and a tight end, rather. Jackson to throw. Jackson goes deep, and the pass is caught. Connor Weston again. Connor Weston is not going to break a tackle, but gets to the 6-yard line. And a 1st and goal for the Scorpions as he mossed the corner.
Connor Weston able to go up and find some way to catch that ball. That one was not going to be easy no matter what. And then, of course, with the defender on his tail, he keeps running and sets up a 1st and goal. Arizona now in prime scoring position.
And that was against Cody Griffin. That's not an easy task, as Ashley Jackson has over 300 yards in this game. I formation. Jackson hands it off. Moses, open field, spin moves, touchdown, Arizona.
Oh, Ramos, the second that he got the spin move, I knew he was in. There was no way that he was going to be let down. All the blocking pointed was a run to the outside. Everything was pointing that direction. But still, he pushed through and got the touchdown. That is the marking of a truly next-level running back, Ramos. When everyone knows it's a run, everyone in the stadium, everyone in the state knows it's a run, and he's still able to push it through and get the design goal to play. In that case, it was 6.
And big shout out to Taranio Rivera making the lead block. The rookie, 6'4", 245, picked in the first round, paving the way as the extra point by Allen is up and good. 24-20, Arizona and Queen City. We have a great game to start week 8 of SFL action here. 1 minute 18 left in the third, and we still have the entire fourth.
Yeah, and still neither team seems to really have control of this ball game, Ramos. This, I think, is the second largest lead either team has had, and the largest that either team has had since the end of the first quarter. Again, anyone can still win this. It's never gone beyond a one-possession lead.
This return goes to the 25-yard line, and we will toss it back to Cam for another update.
Thank you, Ramos. Mike, GP should change his name to TD.
Yeah, Cam. Sioux Falls has done a great job of bottling up Kevin Say, but GP Wells is putting his stamp on this game. It's his second touchdown of the game, first rushing, and now Sioux Falls in control of this game, 24-7.
Kevin Say just 27 yards and 11 carries. Back to Ramos and Jack in Arizona.
Thank you, Cam. As Jet Zero breaks a couple tackles, a nasty stiff arm at the end of it, and picks up a first down. Let's take a look at the replay shot. Yes, thank you. Take it, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought out of this block of games where we have 4 elite-level running backs that Kevin Say would be at the back of the pack here? You know, both DJ Moses and Jet Zero here in Phoenix have been performing wonders, and obviously GP Wells, he's doing his thing too. Everyone's pulling their weight in this block of games.
Well, the throw, Caswell inside. The pass is almost intercepted by Tropicana, and it falls to the ground. A 2nd and 10 coming up. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Sioux Falls is beating DC at their own game. You know, you have Wells running the ball all over the football field, and, you know, they have been able to shut down the run. Kevin Say has not been able to do much, and Sioux Falls is leading that one by 17 points. I formation and a heavy set, 4-4 defense for the Scorpions. To throw, the pass, Zero. Zero has some space, but a good closing speed by Moore. Only a pickup of 3 yards, going to be 3rd and long.
You can't win it all the time, especially when you're put into a 2nd and 10 situation. You kind of have to just get the yards you can, set up a best 3rd down, and admittedly, they did okay at that.
4 wide receiver set. Look for that short pass to Christopher Ochoa, Jack. There it is, and he's not going to get the first again. Joey Tropicana, another big tackle, and it's going to be 4th and 1. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. Be right back.
DC look like they only got one loss, right?
Gonna be a 4th down and 1. And the Queen City Corsairs are gonna punt this one away. Ball is fielded at about the 21-yard line and returned to the 25. What a great first 3 quarters here, Jack. I mean, 24-20. We've had change of leads back and forth, and it's anybody's ball game.
Yeah, if you're looking for the perfect football game to start off week 8, as we're over the hump, you know, this is the way you start it. This is the way you start it.
Great wide receiver set for Ashley Jackson and company. DJ Moses in the backfield. Jackson will throw. The pass to the outside is caught. That's going to be TJ Punk for a pickup of 9. And Haynes makes a stop before the first down marker. Second down, 1 yard to go. 2 tight end formation. I'll give the ball to DJ Moses here. I mean, it's only 1 yard for a first. They're going to give the ball to Moses on the outside. Moses gets the edge and a first down. A great job, really, by the linebacker making the tackle, but not before the first down marker, Jack.
Yeah, you know, in that case, though, you kind of have to consider it a failure on the defense. You know, it's an extremely low-risk play for the offense in a low-risk scenario. Really nothing else you really can do or would really want to do in that situation, and they pick up a first.
Same formation, but flip this time for the Scorpions. They're going to throw it this time. The pass to the inside is going to be picked off and being returned past the 30, past the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and King Jamal has a touchdown, Queen City.
King Jamal reached up into the sky, intercepted AJ's line. It seemed to be that there are 2 receivers who crossed his path, so no matter what, AJ was kind of throwing to a losing situation. He didn't know, though, that it was going to be that much of a loss, and Queen City takes the lead right back.
What a great play. That's called rubber coverage or lurk coverage. Just playing that middle of the field, and it is your responsibility to take care of those slant routes or shallow crosses. King Jamal returns that one to the house. The extra point by Judah Dorgan is up and good, and the Queen City Corsairs lead by 3, 27-24. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. It goes away for Judah Dorgan. Being returned by the Scorpions past the 20 and only to the 23-yard line, as Ashley Jackson and company will try it again.
Yeah, you kind of have to shake off the rust, though, when you get a pick 6 like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to ask you, what do? Do you throw it again, try to get some confidence back, or do you just give the ball to DJ Moses?
Well, we'll have to see on this first down, Ramos. It looks like a passing formation, though.
I think they're going to throw another post route. No, it's going to be a toss play. DJ Moses breaks a tackle, but another great job by the linebacking core. Nathaniel Diggs was ready for it, and it's only a pickup of 2 yards.
You know, Ramos, you're starting to see a lot of those pitch plays come into fruition, come into more competitive form here in the SFL meta. I was always wondering, like, you know, what do you think about seeing them coming back in?
I like him. I used the toss play, but Matt Wilson absolutely hates them. I'm not sure if it's because I take the ball out of his hands or what, but he absolutely hates them, as this is going to be a pass to DJ Moses, and DJ Moses has some space for about 6 yards, and it's going to be a shy of the first. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Still not a bad play at all from Arizona, throwing it to the outside, getting the blocking needed. Not enough for the first down, but making a 3rd manageable. Playbook's wide open for them at this rate.
Yes, it is. As we take a look at the updated stats, Arizona has more yards overall on passing especially, but Queen City has the lead. This pass is going to be caught for a first down as I think that was the number 3 tight end. I think. Hayden. No, it was Jay Hayden, just for a pickup of about 3-4 yards and a first down. Very quiet so far, but moves the chains for his team.
Does exactly what he needs him to do. You know, that's what those tight ends are used for. You know, I'm sure as a tight end of yours would like to say, he likes it when teams throw it to him.
Gonna be a pass. The pass middle is gonna be caught for a first down. A good hook route as Ryan Owens is over 100 yards.
Wow, about half the population of Buffalo, New York was around Ryan Owens when he made that grab, but it somehow worked out. Gets the first down and then moves the chains even further. They're right at midfield.
Look for another power play. Rivera leading the way for DJ Moses. That's exactly what it's going to be, as on the outside, Moses gets the edge and gets 6 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and short.
Yeah, another nice run from DJ Moses.
Yeah, and you know, I think this is the right way to do it here for Arizona, Jack, is just keeping the thing balanced. You know, run some, pass some, short passes. Maybe you can throw the ball deep in one of these plays and just try to keep the Queen City defense guessing.
Yeah, their offense dynamic.
Yeah, on the outside is going to be DJ Moses, and he is cut down, a pickup of about 11 yards or so. But a good job by the offensive line and good patience by Moses getting the first.
Yeah, that was a nice one, you know. And again, as I said, you know, you can only imagine how fat the Arizona playbook must be coming into today. Just how much they're whipping out of all different types.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be another power formation. Strong eye. To throw. There's the screen. Moses, can he make a guy miss? No, he cannot. Cody Griffin, one-on-one makes the tackle, and it's going to be a 2nd and 10. Let's send it back to Cam and company for another update.
Thank you, Ramos. Mike, DC's exploded out of nowhere.
Yeah, Cam, when it looked like Sioux Falls was going to run away with this game, Kanye Rockefeller actually had a kick return call back, and they turned it into a touchdown. And you see here off of a fumble from A.J. Levy on the ensuing kickoff, Lauren Coco with a nice move, gets in the end zone, and DC back in the game.
2:24 to go in the third over there.
Arizona has a touchdown as well. As Will Todd, the tight end, gets loose, and the Arizona Scorpions get the lead back again.
It's touchdowns all around, Ramos. You know, I can only imagine the animatronics and that giant scorpion must be wearing out at some point, as it's just been fireworks all across the league during these first 2 games. And especially here, as once again Arizona looking to take a 4-point lead with just a smidge over 6 minutes left in the ball game.
It was a deep corner route, and man, I mean, this is the last thing you would expect, Jack. I mean, from a tight end, just bet like, you know, quick slant, you know, quick out or whatever, but you never expect that as the kick is up and good. 31-27. We'll be right back. This is the SFL presented by the APM Music and 11 Sports. Back here in Phoenix, Arizona, the Arizona Scorpions just retook the lead, 31-27. And Jack, you were saying, man, if you bet the under, then you're a lucky guy, but not anymore.
Nope. You know, it's the broadcaster's curse, as they say, Ramos. You know,
That is. I mean, at the halftime, we were 10-10 at the half ever since Arizona and Queen City 21-17. It's just been a great game all around. And we still have more than 6 minutes left in this one, as AJ Caswell will present 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and 2 backs in the backfield. Under center, Caswell to throw, outside, Powell gets 4 yards on that one to the 34, and it's going to make it a more manageable second down.
Yeah, nice little dump off on the outside too. Deezer Powell. He's been kind of quiet in a game where he did break a milestone for himself, though. 700 receptions on the year or during his career. And obviously, you know, he's still a far ways off, though, from that 10,000 receiving yards all time.
And he still needs about 100 more. Never say never. I mean, he could get a big play here, as AJ Caswell is going to throw the ball middle and the pass is incomplete. A good job on defense. I think that was Joey Tropicana in the coverage, as Chris Komisak is unable to get the catch, and it's going to be 3rd down. Jordan was on the coverage, sorry.
You know, I was hoping that that big play would have came on that last play, but unfortunately, things don't turn out the way that we want them to. Yeah, I mean, it was a simple play, but it's 3rd and 6, and expect AJ Caswell to sling his guns.
Caswell with 4 wide receivers. Caswell goes deep, and the pass is going to be caught. Spelling again. Gets more than enough for a first down all the way to the 33-yard line, and it's a first down for Queen City in scoring position.
Doug Spelling has put this defense, well, under a spell. I don't know how else to put it. Just absolutely biting down over top, getting the grab, and then turning upfield for a massive gain. I mean, Queen City, both teams really. It's just been deep ball after deep ball.
Just absolutely MOSSED for the corner. First down at the 33. 2 tight end set this time for Queen City, as Jet Zero is in the backfield, offset. Caswell passes outside. Powell again. It's got 3 yards to the 30-yard line. And Powell has been more of the, guy who's been in the shallow crosses, quick outs. Still, about 20 yards in the game, but has been able to keep the Queen City offense on schedule. Queens to the far side of the screen. Chris Komisak is the fullback. And the ball goes to Jet Zero. Zero breaks a tackle, and he goes down after a pickup of 3 yards. Great tackle by the veteran Eddie Gage. Only 3-yard pickup, and Jet Zero has 175. Go, Jack.
Yeah, Eddie Gage basically preventing what would have been a touchdown there, Ramos. Jet Zero had gotten the space to the outside, and now it's 3rd and 3. Expect them to hand it off to him once again.
Probably. It's going to be a 3rd and 3. Either that or a pass to the outside, probably to Powell. Let's see. The pass goes to Zero. Can Zero get to the first down marker? No, he cannot. Great stop by Sean Moore, 1-on-1. And the Queen City Corsairs have a decision to make. I will kick the field goal here, Jack. You still have 4 minutes left.
Yeah, kick the field goal, and that's what they're going to do. Although I'm surprised that they didn't try and hit Jet Zero in stride, but unfortunately, they're going to have to settle for 3, but they'll still be down by 1. But as we know with Queen City, 1 point or 1 second, that's all they need.
The kick by Judah Dorgan goes up, and it is good. 31-30. And guess what, Jack? Last time Arizona and Queen City faced, Queen City won 33-31. And the circumstances were pretty similar. Arizona was winning 31-30, and Queen City scored a field goal at the end to win it 33-31. So, could history repeat?
That is a possibility. I mean, hey, it's certainly possible.
Oregon kicks it away, and this is going to be fielded by TJ Punk past the 20. Tries to reverse field and goes down at the 23-yard line. I mean, what Arizona needs is a couple of first downs to start. That will force Queen City to burn at least, one of their timeouts. But they need to keep DJ Moses involved, in my opinion. Gonna be a shotgun, though. Look for the deep post route to Connor Weston. To throw. The pass short is gonna be incomplete, and Jay Hayden was not looking forward to it, as we will send it back to Cam and Mike for another game break.
Thank you, Ramos. Mike, K. Marion sticking it to her former team.
Yeah, Cam K. Marion have a big day against her former teammates this year for a second touchdown catch on the day, and puts Sioux Falls back up by 10.
We still got about 9 minutes left over there. Hopefully, can get you to bonus coverage after we're done in Phoenix. Back to Jack and Ramos.
Thank you, Cam. The run is going to go with DJ Moses. DJ Moses has a first down and plenty more. Moses to the 49-yard line. Stays inbounds, and that's exactly what Arizona needed, Jack.
Yeah, Moses supposes that he's going to take it to the outside and get a huge gain, and now this is most certainly in the position where Arizona can start burning time off the clock. If they can get it to the 2-minute warning, they're going to be right. They're going to have Queen City right where they want them.
1st and 10 with the ball at the 49. 2 tight ends set for Ashley Jackson. Hand off to Moses outside, and Moses loses one. Great job by Diggs, and Loveless making the tackle for a loss. Next Saturday on Next Level, coverage of the Simulation Football League on Next Level Sports continues next Saturday, March 12th, with 2 highly anticipated matchups. Vancouver tries to conquer their Mexico City Demons once more in an international clash. Then Marcus Dunhill returns to Atlanta with his team Jacksonville for the first time since he won a title at the High. The coverage starts at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Visit NLSE.com to find Next Level Sports in your area. Gonna be an I formation here for Moses. Gets probably a yard. Just gets back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 3rd and very long. I do not disagree with this, Jack, because you can at least take it to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. They have enough time. They're just going to trot out. It's not going to be too much pressure. Take it to the 2-minute warning. Not a bad call at all for Arizona.
As Ashley Jackson is not going to snap this one. Is the 2-minute warning, and we will be right back for a very exciting finish. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. Be right back. Back here again. 2 minutes left in this one. 3rd and 10. Such an important play by both offense and defense. The pass goes outside and Will Todd. Unbelievable job. Staying in bounds. Eluding one tackler. Getting to the first and moving the chains. Queen City has to call a timeout, Jack.
It's the quintessential play that Arizona's been doing all game long, Ramos. Surprised they didn't have anything in their bag of tricks for that one. But it is huge as they're now going to force Queen City to burn timeouts. And now another first down or two, and this will be game over.
Yes, indeed, as they're going to keep the offense on the field with 2 tight ends and 2 backs in the backfield. This is certainly going to go to DJ Moses on a handoff. There it is. Moses goes to the outside, and he's tackled from behind. What a play by Dave Tilley.
I definitely now see what Arizona's trying to do, just burn off the clock. Maybe kick a field goal. You don't really need to. Or it would be beneficial if you could, but you know, it isn't really high intensity that Arizona's playing at right now.
Arizona trying to break the omen. As I said, you know, Queen City won the previous matchup 33-31. After this same exact scenario happened, Arizona trying to seal this one, and DJ Moses has about 5 yards to the 30. Queen City's out of timeouts, and if I'm Arizona, I'm running the ball again. Obviously, a first down seals the game for good, but you cannot, you know, risk an interception or an incompletion and getting the clock stopped. What do you think?
Yeah, I would just basically run, just a run to the outside, something that isn't going to lose a lot of yards. But Ashley's in the shotgun.
Shotgun. Shotgun formation. Yes, sir. Shotgun formation. The pass outside is incomplete. Almost intercepted by Cody Griffin. Man, if that's intercepted, that's a pick 6 for sure. And the Queen City Corsairs will get the stop. Even if that's caught, Jack, that will be way shy of the first down marker. I don't agree with the call.
Yeah, and also for Queen City, this is huge too because they're going to stop the clock. You know, they're now going to give themselves way more time than they initially would have. Because realistically, you know, they're going to get the ball back with maybe 90 seconds left. Had Arizona caught that or gotten tackled in bounds, they probably would have had only 1minute, 55 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, you know, let's say they run the ball, you know, they get tackled, and the kick is going to be blocked! It's going to be blocked, and the Queen City Corsairs are going to get great field position with 1minute and 41 seconds left. Oh, my goodness, it's all over again.
Oh, Eddie Gage and everyone in that Arizona locker room has to be feeling the flashbacks to last summer as Queen City, with 1:41 now, just needs a field goal to win. They don't have any timeouts, though, Ramos. This will be interesting to see what happens.
They do not have any timeouts, but they do have 100 seconds left, and they just have to move the ball about 30 yards. More than enough time. Caswell will throw. Caswell has Chase Matthew Jr. for a first down to the 43. And this is the time, Jack, where, I mean, if next play is a pass completion or something, Arizona has to call timeouts.
Yeah, because all of a sudden now the shoe's on the other foot. You know, Queen City's in a position where they can put the game away. This is nowhere near over.
The pass is going to be Komisak for the first down. Even Komisak is mossing people. And the Queen City Corsairs are in field goal range. Unbelievable. Let's send it back to Cam.
Thank you, Ramos. 4th and goal in D.C., and Sioux Falls does the immaculate.
Yeah, Cam, DC came up short right at the goal line on 3rd down, and so they went for it on 4th down, and you see right here, pass out to the flats, but hey, a big tackle out there to preserve the possible victory for Sioux Falls.
And Queen City is in field goal range. Back to Arizona. Ramos, Jack.
35 seconds left. Thank you, Cam. 2nd and 3. Pass to Komisak. He's got a one-handed grab for a first down.
Oh,
unbelievable.
Komisak, the fullback. You don't expect fullbacks to get involved in the passing game, Ramos. But Komisak has been the driving mechanic of this entire drive. And now for Queen City, they gotta spike it though first. They can't just, nope, they're gonna go for the field goal right off the bat.
They are 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. They snap it. The hole is good, and the kick by Dorgan is good. The Queen City Corsairs still won on the road, 33-31. Oh man, you have to feel for the Arizona Scorpions, Jack.
History repeats itself to the letter, Ramos, as Queen City comes away with a 2-point victory, but it is absolutely ginormous for their season momentum.
The Corsairs now 4-0 over the last 4 matchups against the Arizona Scorpions. And if you missed the convention, or like if you missed that game, it was the same exact thing. It's crazy how the same thing repeated again as you take a look at the numbers. And Arizona was just a tad bit better, I will say, in the scoreline. But Queen City, with a pick 6 and a great drive at the end, steals this one, Jack.
Yeah, it all just went off the wheels for Arizona in that last possible minute, and now for Queen City, they're back up to 3-4. They're back up to possibly being competitive in the SFL North Division. You know, as we're going to send it over to DC in a little bit, we're going to see the conclusion of that. And if DC loses, that really blows up that second spot in the North wide open.
It really does. Oh my goodness, in the play, I mean, the entire playoff picture, because, you know, Queen City goes to 3-4. You know, Arizona goes to 3-4. It's just a cluster of teams hovering around 500. It is just crazy. Who's going to be your player of the game, Jack? I mean, to me, it's Jet Zero, but you could go in a couple different directions.
I mean, I got to agree with you, Ronald. Jet Zero is easily player of the game material. If he didn't have those 2 touchdowns, this wouldn't even be close to the game that it was. No matter what, though, Queen City, that was a team win. That was everyone putting themselves on the line, and they come away, squeaking away with the W, 33-31.
Unbelievable as we take a look at Will Todd's touchdown pass that put Arizona on the lead. AJ Cass will go into Doug Spelling. That worked pretty much all game long, Jack. I mean, he was number 13 all over the field. He was the best receiver on the field for the Corsairs. DJ Moses getting to the outside and getting a first down. At that point, we thought probably Arizona was able to milk the clock. But Queen City still had a couple of timeouts.
Nothing's ever certain in the NFL, Ramos.
Absolutely not. After the blocked field goal, we saw James Matthew Jr. with that catch and a couple of big throws to Chris Komisak to set up the field goal. And your player of the game is going to be Jet Zero, 14 carries, 173 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Jack Brown. I was Ramos Lynn. Thank you very, very much for watching the Arizona Scorpions and the Queen City Corsairs. Queen City wins it, 33-31. We'll send it to DC for the conclusion of the Dragons and the Sparrows game. Good afternoon, everybody.
Previously thought they might have 55 seconds or so now to see if they can get to the end zone. So now the opportunity is starting to rise for this DC offense. They've had 4 turnovers in this game. Can they write everything off with this driving drive?
We want to welcome you just joining us from Arizona here on Next Level. I'm Tyler Falk alongside Brett Solberg. DC couldn't knock it in on the 1-yard line and went on 4 and out. DC now with no timeouts and under a minute to go have to score 10 points to bring us to overtime.
Yeah, and it's going to be big here. Now DC's got 70 yards to get to the end zone in 50 seconds, and it's still 2 possessions, so you have to think, quick fire it deep down the field. We know that they've got deep threats like Josh Gill and Banfield, and they have tons of options. There's no other choice than to go deep.
4 turnovers on the day for the DC offense. They need to be perfect here in this second half as Percoco gets them down to the 50-yard line. Under 50 seconds and counting, now under 40.
And this is a good formation to hurry up in.
Synergy will spike it and stop in the clock with 37 seconds, and they're going to need a score quickly.
Very, very quickly at this point, because the more seconds they tick off, the percentage chance to tie this game or even win it dwindles lower and lower. So it's got to be quick plays as they go trips to the top, a bunch of trips to the top here.
And the folks over on Next Level, Brett, they watched a walk-off victory from Queen City. Are they going to see yet another walk-off victory here? Pass caught, near side for Percoco. She can't get out of bounds. As the clock dwindles under 30 seconds, they hustle back to the line.
Got to get back quick.
Synergy back to pass. This time far side caught, short of the line to gain. 4th down, under 20 seconds.
These short passes ain't working. Got to go deep. It's down to 13 now.
Synergy, near side, finds Percoco, 1st down, she steps out of bounds with 10 seconds. Now or never for the Dragons.
Yeah, you have to think. You go deep, and you got to trust on your speed. Josh Gill beat one of his defenders earlier in this quarter to get 6, so they have to look his way again.
Sioux Falls with a win would, at this point, take the lead in a very tight West Division. Hail Mary formation here for DC. Synergy, under pressure, Mealy evades one. Can't get beyond the second one, and that's your ball game. The Dragons will fall for only the 2nd time in the season, and Sioux Falls will go above 500 to 4-3 with a big win on the road here in DC.
Man, that was a huge game from the Sioux Falls defense. Coming out of this, they got the 4 turnovers that really resulted in DC's offense being stifled throughout this game. DC came back and got 14 unanswered points, but this was, you'd almost say almost luck, but it was also will as well to kind of get back in this game. They were down 3, but I think the biggest moment there out of all of this has to be that last scoring drive from Sioux Falls. 7 plays, 24 yards. They took some time off the clock starting the 4th quarter, and they just doubled down on defense. Despite DC getting as close to the 1-yard line, they just stopped it when they needed to, and it's a huge win for the Sioux Falls team, who's looking to get back into the playoffs here and now improve to 4-3.
And I think the defense deserves a huge shout out. Like you mentioned, a stop on the goal line, that was Terrell Davis with the immaculate, the incredible, the massive stop to stop him on the goal line. In fact, took down, say, a few yards behind the line of scrimmage. And it has to be said that the defense played well. For DC, they gave the ball away one too many times, and the penalties took 14 points off the board. A lot of undisciplined play from DC contributed to this unfortunate loss for the Dragons.
Yeah, and another big key here for the Sioux Falls defense, limiting Kevin Say to 15 carries for 55 yards. And that is a very unorthodox game for Kevin Say, who has just been dominant throughout this season. This is probably the first game that he's ever had under 100 yards this season.
Player of the game here in DC is GP Wells, 96 yards and a touchdown, both on the ground, and 110 yards through the air, also a touchdown. For Brett Solberg, Rochelle Colston, and Jason McGee, I've been Tyler Falk. Thanks for joining us here. We'll send you to the studios for a break from then, but until then, we're going to send you to commercial break. So we'll be back in a moment, and until then, everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Very.
Welcome to Sim Football Postgame. Oh, the behind the scenes of the SFL. We're just having a lot of fun here today, Mike. What a couple of great games to start us off as DC gets upset by Sioux Falls, but Queen City repeats history, winning by the exact same score that they beat Arizona last season in the exact same scenario, Mike. 33-31. You cannot make this stuff up.
Yeah, Cam, somewhere out there in the SFL world, there's a sick Eddie Gage somewhere over this result. I mean, we saw him firsthand at the convention last season, as you mentioned, when they lost the heartbreaker on the last second by the same exact score. So I know he's somewhere hurting the same way after this huge loss.
Yeah, and for Sioux Falls, they were 6.5-point dogs. They go into D.C., and they just made, Mike, championship play after championship play. The Holdings killed the Dragons. They lose their second straight. And Sioux Falls, you know, nothing flashy about what they did today. Very efficient, but it was some pretty football to watch.
Yeah, DC, they really shot themselves in the foot several times today. Like I said, a couple of big holding calls, called back one touchdown, and another one called back a play that would have had them on the goal line, pretty much first and goal, right on the goal line, and put them back a little bit, and they end up coming up short on a fourth down play later in that drive. But Sioux Falls, they had some mistakes as well. A.J. Levy fumble on a kickoff return almost got DC back in the game. But then G.P. Wells, Cam, we have to mention him. He had a huge game, 206 all-purpose yards, a couple of touchdown touchdowns total, one rushing and one receiving. And Kay Marion going home to her team that she started with in D.C. She had a couple of touchdown catches today as well in Sioux Falls with a big victory, and puts them at 4-3 and gets them out of that cluster of teams that's at 3-3 right now, Cam.
GP brings a whole new meaning to all-purpose. I mean, he's almost 50-50 in terms of rushing and receiving. It's really incredible what he's done over there to start this season. So, how are we going to top that? That was a crazy first couple of games. Well, Lone Star and Los Angeles, a pair of 3-3 teams. They're trying to break through the pack. Fort Worth and Vancouver have gone opposite directions since their only meeting ever in a quarterfinal game a few seasons ago. Maybe Fort Worth has some magic to pull the upset in Canada. What do you think about what we have next on the West Coast?
Yeah, Cam, as you mentioned, the secondary game, Fort Worth and Vancouver, two teams on opposite ends of the spectrum. They've gone different ways since their playoff matchup a couple of seasons ago. Vancouver looking to get to that 6-win plateau to go to 6-1. Fort Worth, they're looking to win their second in a row after coming off of a bye week after a win against Houston a couple of weeks ago. So we'll see how that turns out. But this is going to be my first real good look at the Los Angeles Vikings this season, Cam. They started off a little bit slow, but that offense has really picked up the pace the past couple of weeks. They've won the last two. The offense is averaging 40 points a game in those two wins. And we know Lone Star, they're going to bring it on offense. They're very explosive. So we may look for fireworks in this first game, Cam.
It should be a great one. Not a lot of history between Lone Star and Los Angeles. Just 3 meetings all time. We'll see what happens in this one. We'll be back after this. This has been your Sim Football post-game update, and SFL action on NXT, presented by APM Music, rolls on in a matter of moments.